Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a player review. Now I know you guys have recently been enjoying my player reviews, so I thought why not do another one, and I decided to do it on a player I am really keen on, and that player is Taarabt there. He plays for QPR, he's from Morocco, and on the Xbox he goes for around 78,000, although that kind of looks like 18,000 to me, but it does go for 78,000, and on the PS3 he goes for a little bit more as per usual at around 88,000. Now the card weight, again I'll quickly explain that's just how often he appears, on the market essentially, and it's kind of in the middle. You see a few of them, but not that many of him, so you don't kind of get fed up with him being spammed on the markets and things like that. But at the same time, he's not one of those super rare cards that is really hard to get your hands on. Another thing that I like to do in my player reviews is just show you guys the graph. Now, Taarabt has really been steady. This is probably one of the most steadiest in-form players that I've seen. So if there's a player that you might be interested in trading with, then this guy is, one of the players that you might be interested in, because his price doesn't fluctuate that much. You might be able to pick him up for a real bargain, and you'll know he's going to sell at around the, whatever the average price was that I mentioned earlier. So if you're big into trading, then these sort of graphs can really help you out, and I feel as though Taarabt is probably a really good player to trade with, and definitely someone you guys should be looking into if you're interested in that sort of thing. So besides that, like I said, some people have paid way too much for him, and those are the red lines. The blue line is the average line, and that's the one you guys should be keeping your eye on, and then the sort of lime green line is the one that people have picked up for the lowest amount. So a few people picked up a bargain, a few people have overpaid, as per usual with informs. Then this is the team I actually played Taarabt in. Naturally, like I said, he is a center forward, but I actually played him in a center attacking midfield position in a 3-5-2 formation, very much a Premier League side. I was actually testing out, I was tempted to do a video on just like, your bog standard sort of Premier League side, and how to just win games really, and I kind of created this team, and I was just like, Taarabt is so awesome. One of my favorite things about Taarabt is the fact that he has 5-star weak foot and 5-star skills, and both those things complement each other incredibly well. So obviously 5-star weak foot means it doesn't really matter which foot you shoot on, whether that be his left or his right foot, although naturally he does prefer his right foot. It doesn't make too much of a difference, so you can do whatever you wish. But would you like some salt with those chips there, Taarabt, because that was a really nice composed finish from him. Let's talk a little bit about his work rates now. So for a center attacking mid, he has a medium work rate, attacking work rate, sorry, and a low defensive work rate. And so he really does suit that sort of center forward position, because you don't want him drifting back too much. If they have a high defensive work rate, you're like, well, where the hell did he go when you're attacking, So a lot of the times that if you have an attacking mid with a high defensive work rate, it can really cause you just to have a really lackluster attack, and it can cause you to just have no oomph in your attack, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, if his attacking work rate is too high, you find that he's never actually in the middle of the pitch where you expect him to be. So with a medium attacking and a low defensive, he often very much stays in that center of the field sort of role. That way he's not flying off left and right, which is pretty important about Taarabt in my opinion, is the fact that his positioning is actually pretty key. As far as his abilities go, and on the game, his shooting is magnificent. He has got really great shot, and like I said, it's just wonderful not having to think, oh, he prefers his right foot, so I have to make sure I shoot it with his right foot. With Taarabt, you can just shoot it with any foot, and chances are you're gonna give him a run for your money. Next part is that he makes some outstanding runs. Because of that medium attacking work rate, he does occasionally just make the perfect run for you, and it just does a great job of just making sure that he is in the right place at the right time. So that's what I like about him. The next big thing for me is his dribbling. He is so good at holding onto that ball, just dribbling around players, but also, not unlike Coutinho, who for me, he's great at dribbling, but is easily bullied off the ball. Taarabt, he stays on the ball really well. He's got good balance, and he just means that he doesn't, just get easily shoved off the ball. He has 75 balance, which is okay, it's not an amazing sort of thing, but that combined with his decent strength means that he's actually really good when he dribbles against players, and you'll find that I use some of his 5-star skills occasionally. There I got a little bit unlucky not to score that goal, but I do end up getting a goal in this entire clip anyways, and it's actually a pretty nice goal. As you guys can see there, a nice little, I'm not entirely sure what the name of that move is, but it is a 5-star skill move, followed by the roulette, and that is just Taarabt in a nutshell. He is so great at finishing. He's definitely an attacking center attacking mid for me. He doesn't really play like David Silva, he's not that sort of playmaker. If you can get him on the ball and he has space, you'll just do fantastic. You know, with 5-star skill moves, you'll have a lot of fun with this player, and I really, really recommend him for you guys. A lot of people will overlook him just because he's 80 rated, but I promise you guys, this guy is an animal. You can just see from that near post goal there on his left foot. Like I said, you know, he is naturally a right-footed player, so obviously that 5-star weak foot coming into play. But that'll do it for me, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you could leave a like, that would be very much appreciated. It'd be awesome if we could hit 3,000 likes on this episode of reviewing a player, or whatever I'm going to decide to call it. Hope you all guys all have a cracking day. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.